Well, good morning, beloved. This is your girl Sharon once again from my front seat, and here I am giving God all praise, honor, and glory for what? For a brand new day. Today it is Monday. It is the 6th of May. It's the start of another week. Of course, the week starts on Sunday, but another work week or school week or whatever your usual occupation week is, it may even be a vacation week for you. You never know. All right. So we made it through Cinco de Mayo. I did not take one shot of tequila. Yeah. I don't know why I be saying stuff like that. I just be tripping. Okay. So, Proverbs 6. Very good chapter. So here in Proverbs 6, Solomon is yet again speaking to his son. And although he is speaking to his son, beloved, we do know this goes for his daughters as well. All right. So he says, son, do not take on another man's debt. Don't put your voice out there for another man's debt. Don't shake your hand on another man's debt. Now, when we spoke of this, I know last month or month before, I know last month for certain, I related it to like if you were to co sign for someone's debt, right? Or their loan. However, after further research, it's deeper than that. So I used the co signing of a loan kind of, to relate it to terms for us today. But actually, after further research, here what Solomon is talking about is don't just be an open line of credit for somebody. Now, we find in the New Testament, I believe, where the Apostle Paul, he took on the past debt or past liabilities of, is his name pronounced Onesimus? But that was past debt. So that's like one saying, okay, they owe you $10,000 from last year. I'm going to make sure that the $10,000 is paid. That's one thing. Co-signing is another thing, right? Co-signing is like, okay, $25,000. If they fall short, then I'll be responsible for it. But this here, what Solomon is speaking of, you just an open line of credit. You go to the creditor and you say, okay, whatever they want, just get it. Let them have it. I'll be responsible for it forever. How long? He's saying don't ever do that. Growing up, there was a restaurant, fast food near our house called Key Burger, right? Key Burger Drive-In, Key Burger. And so Mama, that was her name, the owner, she would allow you to get credit, right? And so right next to the register there, she had a little piece of paper or big piece of paper, and she would write your name and how much you owed. And then, Mama knew your payday or your check day, and people would go and they would pay their debt to Mama, and Mama would just continue to extend them their credit, right? Or sometimes Mama would say, you need to pay, right? But then there came a time where someone's mother says, oh, if my kids come, it's fine. Just let them order. I'll make sure to pay it. That mother one day said that Mama was like, all of your children, all of your children. And this mother owed, the fast food restaurant like almost $100. And she's like, So then Mama said, no, but you said, let your children order. Well, the children used to get their mother's permission, then they stopped. So then Mother had to cut that out, right? And then that next verse says, when you find yourself having taken on another person's debt, Solomon is saying to his son, you get out of that debt. Whatever you got to do. Like that deer in the hunter's trap, that deer is going to fight to get out of that trap. Whatever you've got to do, humble yourself, plead with your friend. I must get out of this debt. This is your debt. It is not mine. So Solomon is saying to his son, do not do it. He then goes on and says, remember that ant. Consider the ways of the ant. The ant does its best work when? In the summer and in the harvest. Because when the winter comes, The ant can't go out looking. That's why you got so many ants in the summertime. My mother used to say, you all need to make sure you dry off this sink at night because the ants are coming in looking for the moisture. Kitchen itself was spotless. But if there was moisture around the sink there, you have to dry this. So those ants, they do what? They come in and work in summer. That's why they always messing up your picnic table, summer and the harvest. Why? Because they're getting ready for the winter. When you can't work, work while it is what? Day before behold the night come. Okay. So he's saying, he's speaking here, then he's talking to the lazy man. How long you gonna sleep? You saying you need just a little sleep, but you sleeping a whole lot. At some point, poverty is going to come on you, lazy one. So he's encouraging his son, consider the ant, be like that ant. The ant has no ruler, no guider, no overseer. The ant just does, right? All right, lazy man, wake up. Then he goes on to say that there are 7 things that God hates. Now, we know there are things that we hate. There are 7 things that, or 6 things that God hates. That 7th is an abomination, a proud look. You ever known someone and they always got their nose up in the air at other people? Or they're turning their nose down at people? God hates a proud look. Or I'm grandiose. Then God hates a lying tongue. I know my mother would always say, I can't stand a liar. If you lie, you steal. And if you steal what? You'll kill. Then it says, hands that shed innocent blood. Folk just going around killing folk for no reason. Innocent blood. A heart that devises wicked plans. Okay, this is what we going to do, right? And this is what we going to do. And then you're going to do it over here. I came across these 2 ladies in my lifetime. They allowed the gang members to set up the plans for the shootings at their house. One of them at her house, she got 75 years. She didn't pull no trigger. She wasn't there at either instance, but she allowed the gang members to meet up at her house and make up their plans. Gang affiliation, she's serving 75 years, and she couldn't have been no more than about 22 or 23. Come on, y'all. Then feet that run to evil. What's going on over there? Let's run over there. Let's do this. Let's do that. Been there, done that, beloved. God hates that. Just always running to see what happened, what's going on. Stay where you belong. And then that last one, a false witness. Folk could just get up and lie. I've seen folk on the witness stand just lying. They just lying. And you know what, beloved? The prosecutor as well as the defense know when the lie is going on. God hates that. You're going to bear false witness against someone, just lying, a false witness. But then that last one, and one who sows discord amongst the brethren. That one right there, an abomination, just causing confusion. Just because you see it don't mean you got to say it. I thank God I learned the hard way, but I learned. But sowing discord amongst the brethren, telling this one something about that one, to tell someone about that one, to cause this one to pit against this one. God hates that. Solomon goes on to tell his son to stay away from the harlot. If you use wisdom, wisdom will keep you away from that whorish woman. Then he says, I be writing on the paper towel, and I can't really, let me see. Oh, do not lust after her beauty. You can't go around lusting after that woman's beauty. Why? That harlot woman, she gonna do what? Lead you down the wrong road. And Solomon is letting his son know that's a road really ain't no bouncing back from. Because once a man loses his reputation, that's it. Once a woman loses her reputation, that's it. Folk might look and they're going to be like, Sometimes you may have to move to a whole nother town, start over fresh, but stuff be following you, beloved. All right, you know what I'm about to say. Let me get off this phone, get my breakfast in. It stopped raining, get my things upstairs, go outside, get my walk on, get back upstairs, render unto Caesar those things which belong unto Caesar, and if it be the Lord's will, we will meet again on tomorrow. From where? From my front seat. This is your girl Sharon. I'm out, y'all. Deuces.